This just in. This world record breakdancing news. This a world record breakdancing news. I'm your host, the most honorable Nabinur, you Saladin. I'm your host, the most honorable Nabinur Muslim Hasib. I have a title for this breaking world record break dancing news. These are the most interesting, most important information to feed the mind and feed the righteousness of the mind. Contents, chemically, etc. I am inviting you to YouTube, Nabinur teaching the educational challenge to copy by hand. Pardon. I am inviting you to YouTube, Nabinur teaching an educational challenge to copy by hand the message to the Black Man book by the most honorable Elijah Muhammad. Yes. Some years ago, I was framed for a murder, and 14 years later, I come out of the prison and find the person they said I killed with a false name, a false social security card, all the way in Florida, Hallandale Beach, Florida, Walmart Super Center, the biggest Walmart in the United States. Me I find Shaban Jackson, born April 5th, 1978. Me I find she 14 years after me come out of the prison for murdering she. Me find she. Wallahi, me I find her working as a cashier. She rung up my food. Me use her food stamp card. That is how me I track her. That how me I catch her. Woo! That how me I catch her. I used my food stamp card and she rung up my food. And it was Ramadan May. You hear me? Ramadan, month of May, 2015, I found her. I found out my parents helped her by robbing a bank. They sent Aristotle Mar to rob a bank, the bank across the street from my high school, Rainier Beach High School. And Aristotle Mar, my so-called cousin, took the money and paid for no ID, no social security card number of my murder victim. While I'm in prison for her murder, Aristotle Mar was in the community driving my murder victim with her new ID and new social security card to Hallandale Beach, Florida. And he went to prison for the robbery. And it was diversion because some 20 odd people were inside the conspiracy to imprison me. But while I was in prison, I hand copied by hand the message to the Black man in America by the most honorable Elijah Muhammad, the 25th messenger. The 25th messenger, Kamsi Ushun Rasul. I mean, face clean. Pardon me. And not disrespect. That was my cape, my rasul. That sound better. I'm inviting you to this educational challenge because that made my brain function upon words of true history, and true history are true history and true stories will make your brain function with all the entire brain. But when you see the wicked people, even if some millionaire people, the wicked people, them are use less than one third of them brain. I swear to God. Well, I tell God, yo, enjoy the educational challenge. I challenge you to copy by hand the book Message to the Black Man in America by the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad, because every word is true actual fact. And it would lead you to become susceptible to vocabulary used by someone who's only speaking the truth whenever he publishes anything. And that's the sense of reasoning. There is no sense of reasoning when you're lying. And sometimes we don't know we're lying. Sometimes we might be spreading a lie on accident and not knowing it's not the truth. That's why it's so important that you accept my educational challenge of copying by hand the book titled Message to the Black Man in America by the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad. It's so important. Then you can memorize a sense of reasoning. Did you know he knew how to build flying saucers? He was building flying saucers, kid. His son Ishmael Muhammad is the assistant minister of the Nation of Islam. So by bloodline, that would make him the inheritor of the rank 25th messenger. We can't be angels because we're not born from the Anunnaki clan, but we can be messengers. We can be teachers. We can be prophets. Peace. Assalamu alaikum, Allah, arm, leg, arm, head is the truth.